Morning, everybody. Time for another shave review, this time on Abbate la Mantia Don Jose. So this is an Italian crope made out of Torino, Italy. And a lot of you might know the soap through one of its first releases, and that's Crocos. So Crocos was a saffron base. So it was a lot more expensive. I believe it came out in 2016. Might have been out before then, but that's when I really first started hearing about it. It's an orange soap, or Crocos was. Comes in a glass jar, and it's quite expensive. I think they were going for $38 or $45 for a tin. These are much less expensive. They come in an aluminum tin. It is waterproof labeling. Matte finish, and it's got a label around the whole side. There's no information aside from the soap maker on the side label. The ingredients, name, and where it's made, and size of the jar, everything is on a bottom label, and then the front label is nice and stylistic, and tells you what the scent is. So Don Jose is coconut, banana, and menthol. So upon smelling it, the very first hit I get is coconut, followed by a banana, and you can sense that there's something else there. That would be, I guess, the menthol, but it's not something that you can immediately identify. It is a crope. It is very, very soft. Well, this is a true Italian soft soap. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go right in and lather it. We're going to be using the Sterling 24 millimeter. Two-band finest, and we'll be using the Freedor 472. It is a 6/8 square point. So I'm not sure what I'm going to get as far as type of lather. I'm expecting something similar to P160, which is a little bit on the airier side of the house. But we'll see. So we're going doing this thing again. So here's your soap. As you can see, it's very, very soft. It doesn't take me anything to push into it. So what I'm going to do is I have not bloomed this. All right. So here's my brush. It's already soaked. We're just going to go. I've squeezed out the brush, shaken it out a couple of times. There's really not much water in the brush itself. If we need to add more water while we're loading, we will. But we're going to try not to, because I like to get a paste and then control the amount of water that's going into the soap. So I've got a decent amount of proto lather right now. So you can see that right there. Let's take this, get all the excess stuff. Alright. There is a little bit of excess water from when I was soaking the brush, because this is what I was soaking the brush in. So I made a comment the other day, talking about soaps I haven't used. So that's 7 squirts right there. So hopefully it's not too much. Hopefully I don't break the soap. But there's 2 soaps of in particular everybody seems to have used, that I haven't. One of which I've mentioned here already, and that's Cella. Talking to people online, they say that it's very similar to P160 in scent. So it's that almond cherry marzipan type scent. Never smelled it. Don't really care to. I'm very, very happy. I do have some of the P160 Tipo Morbido, and I'm very happy with that. And honestly, I don't feel the need to get another Italian soft soap that's scented similarly. And then the other one is Abbate. Now, Abbate is on my list to buy. Now you can see how it's firm soap, but Abbate is on my list to buy. But when I buy it, I'm going to be buying the Eau de Toilette as well as the aftershave with it. And honestly, I'm getting to the point now of I'm reaching critical mass on my aftershaves and colognes, at least for out here, because I've really got to start looking at how am I going to get all this stuff back. And the more alcoholic aftershaves that I have, the harder that is, because I'm going to end up having to carry them with me when I go back instead of mailing them, which I'll be able to do for everything else, all the soaps and razors and strops and everything else. I'll be able to throw that into a Gorilla box or 2 or 3 and get it home. So I think we're about there. Still might be on the drier side, but I think we're good. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to finish my pre-shave and we'll continue with the shave. All right, guys, we're ready to go, so let's get right into it. So, strength of scent off the tub is probably about a 1.5 out of 5 or 3 out of 10. A little on the weaker side once you lather it up. It might be a 2. Like I said, you can pick out the notes, but I wouldn't put it any higher than a 2 off of the tub. Once you lather it up, however, it's about 2.53, so it does bloom out. Notes become a little more prominent. The banana is very much prominent with the coconut supporting. The menthol, all right, so the menthol, when you first put it on, you're not going to notice it. It's not on the strong side of the house at all. Nothing like glacials or cryogen or Arctic or the Arctic worm from Dapper Dragon. But you start to heal it and it gives a nice gentle cooling. Not bracing at all. I think we're about there. Slickness is good. Cushion is okay. Slickness right now. I'll put in the 7.5 range, 8 range. Eight. in the 8 range. That section right there was really slick. All right, that's one pass done. Kind of torn. It's not bad. It's definitely straight razor worthy. You have to score 47, 48 really to be considered straight razor worthy. So it's right in that range. Is it as good as Sterling? I would say yeah, but I'm going to go ahead, see the residual real quick. It's there. I mean, I wouldn't put it any higher than an 8. It does have some residual. I mean, I was able to go there and I mean, the blade wasn't skipping, wasn't jumping, so water only. I'd do it with water. I wouldn't do it without, because I'm feeling a little tackiness now that the area is bereft of water. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead, finish up the shave, and I'll be right back for some final thoughts. All right, guys, we're all done. We're finished shaving with Abbate La Mantia Don Jose. Good shave. Overall, I'll put this in the 47, 48, 49 range. It's a good soap. I'm glad I have it in my den. Not something that's going to blow my socks off for performance. I might have to retool my rating scheme. I kind of like where it is right now, but to be brutally honest, cushion on this was very good. Slickness was very good. I would put it in the slickness was in the 8 range. Residual slickness I would put in the 7 range. Latherability is 10. It lathered up like that. I loaded for 30 seconds and really only needed about 10 to 15. And the lather developed really quickly. Stability, it didn't break down at all, so that gets a 5. And moisturizing, let's say 7, 8. I'm not going to do the math right now on it, but like I said, it's nothing that's going to blow my socks off performance-wise. The scent is really fun, great for summer. The menthol, the first time you apply it, the menthol is just, you're not really going to notice it, and then by the end you'll feel a little cooling, and then of course, anytime you use a menthol soap, the first pass is kind of weak, second pass is a lot stronger, third pass is like, holy cow, this is a lot of menthol. Same thing with this. It just kind of builds, the effect builds, and it's quite refreshing. So, am I glad I tried it? Yes. Is it going to be one of my top soaps? No. But yeah, if you've got the disposable income, cost to the value, the cost to performance on this it's pretty high as far as how much this costs per ounce versus the performance you're going to get. You're going to end up paying quite a bit per ounce. I want to say for 4 ounces, which is about what you'll get, 5 ounces, you end up paying $26. So you end up paying about $5 an ounce. So it's not as bad as I was originally thinking. So it's actually cheaper than Holy Cow. So Holy Cow is close to $6 an ounce. This is at 5, or just above 5. It's like $5.25 an ounce. So, yeah, that's all I got for today, guys. You can find Abbate La Mantia at their website, and as well as you can find it at Wholesalers Maggard Razors and West Coast Shaving. All right, you guys have a great Saturday, and if you haven't come check us out at the Shaving Cadre, www.theshavingcadre.com. Hope to see you there. Peace.